Because they said, you're not gonna go with the boat, selling everything else, and you're gonna run empty. You can't. You just have to buy something from Haiti the same way because the money has to stay. You gotta take a part of it, but you gotta leave some. But that's one of the reasons they killed the slave because they said they wanted the goods for the country. They understand that if you slave, and then to move from one point to another point, you gotta have money. You gotta have some kind of assets.
And you know what? You know what shows this was right? The Chinese use a lot of his stuff. Like the Chinese got, if you're not Asian, you can't own land in Haiti, in China. You can't do business in China unless you're Chinese, right? The Asians, they stole, no, but the Asians, they defeated colonialism. They stole a lot of this other stuff.
What happened? What you do, the system, what? Stole everything. And when they right for them, you get what I'm saying? No problem, it's not stealing for them. They can kill all the natives, Caribbean, it's not stealing for them, it's no problem. You see what I'm trying to say? That's what he's trying to say, you know something, you cannot come and take over and understand it's okay. It's not okay. And therefore, he says, you know something, I'm not going to let them have any baby. That's the reason why they didn't want to sell in the land.
That's right. You hear what he's saying? That's right. That's why Haitians are the last revolutionaries. We the last revolutionaries out. Because after Desailly, nobody followed him. All the black people in America got colonized. All the black people in Africa got colonized. Haitians are the last revolutionaries. Now they're trying to colonize us. America's trying to colonize us, but we're not gonna let that happen. Americans are not revolutionaries. The American Revolution was based on the Europeans continuing to practice chattel slavery and take the land from the indigenous people they found here. He's right. We the last revolutionaries, the Haitians. And we're gonna win.
The United States has a conservative revolution that based on money and profit.
Yeah. It wasn't really a revolution. It was a counter-revolution. Yes. The Haitian Revolution was the real revolution.
Yes, it was. What happened is we have the curiosity. We understand there was a heart there. We understand we're human beings. Okay? We made it ourselves. We get the work understand. We're human beings. We are not like any kind of animal. We work 24 hours a day without being paid and no respect. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reason why we have the revolution. But you understand themselves. They have a money. But that's it. I'm not being a percentage. And over there in British, why should I pay taxes?
And then what he's saying is true, because America is smart. Because what happened is America was started as a colonial settler state, and Haiti was an anti-colonial, anti-slavery state. And what happened is that after liberation, they threatened to invade us. But Toussaint Louverture told them, if you invade us, we're gonna free all your slaves, all your blacks. So you know what America did? America was smart. Because off of a revolution, they got the Louisiana Purchase, which doubled their size. And also, the French was gonna secretly invade America if they would have defeated us. But you know what they did? America waited until 1915 when they finished colonizing all of North America. Then they came to Haiti and occupied us for 30 years in 1915. And ever since then, we've been a captive state of the U.S.
No, but one thing you gotta understand.
So they were smart, they waited. But we messed up by not attacking them when we should have back then. But we had no clue that they would completely colonize the black people here because nobody followed us. If you look at it, black people are colonized globally everywhere. They don't really control their governments in Africa and over here. African American, watch that, 2 continents. They're the only demographic that was denationalized and disenfranchised from Negro color to black.
And one thing you gotta understand, in the 1900s, okay, beginning of the 20th century, the United States needed new markets. That's what we were invading all those countries, especially from the Spanish countries. Cuba, the Philippines, all over. The reason they invaded Haiti is just because they're only walking it, trying to get to invade the country. Because what happened, the people rose up and said, no, enough is enough. We got to be a part of the country. Because don't forget, in Haiti, we have many countries inside of the Haiti, okay? Because the oligarchs, they're racist, they don't want the majority, because the majority are dark, they don't want them, You see what I'm saying? They don't want them to have money. And I'm saying, don't forget, when I say they're racist, even black Haitians are racist. Because that's the problem.
Yeah,
if you lie there, yes, if you lie there, you'll somehow better. That's what I said. Haitian society is not the most racist society in the world. Because they don't like themselves, and they don't like you if you look like them. But they'll like everybody else. And that's what the United States always give them.
Yeah. It is the same oligarchical class that allowed the United States to come in and do that earthquake that killed 300,000 people. That's what we're here for, because right now we gotta bring Haiti back to the people, to the indigenous population. Because if we don't do that, the oligarchical class is gonna sell off Haiti to the U.S. and to the elites. So that's what we're here for.
I don't know if that's not done already, because look at Haiti now. Look at Haiti, look at the economy. Do you understand? The last president who ever came up with some kind of a program and then to show the world that Haiti is a country. This thing was the only one. That was 80 years ago. Okay, when Port-au-Prince was celebrating its 200 years of creation. This is what I'm trying to say. Since then, we never have any kind of program. All the presidents, they just come and stay there, exploit the people, lie to them, and do nothing. Until now, as you know. Okay, Haiti is in the worst situation for now. Okay, for like 10 years after this with this stuff today. Because then it's Cueva, then we have this crazy again, then you have this crazy again.
Okay. It's illegitimate. Haiti weekly exposed that the government of Haiti, from the transition of IHRC to Michel Marty, is illegitimate. And Michel Marty stole a lot of money from Haiti, and Jovenel Moïse stole a lot of money from Haiti. And also, what I gotta say is that Haiti also was involved in drugs. There's a lot of drug transshipment going on in Haiti right now.
That's what they do?
Yeah.
That's what
Haiti,
they do.
The U.S. uses Haiti as a drug transshipment point since the Duvalier regime.
Let me say something. How you understand? Haiti is far from the United States. They have gangs. Haiti has gangs all over the place. Okay? In the north, in the south. Now, if you have to go to the south, do you know how much farmers you have? And then you go to Jacmel, and then you go to Jamie, and then you go to Little God. Because in the south, like Carrefour, they have this gang that control the whole area. The United States is there, and the United States has one of the biggest embassies in Haiti. Why do you think they're just sitting there saying nothing?
Because they want that.
No, because that helped the government. Now, the new government we have in Haiti, that help them, because what they do, there's two things in Haiti. We have the government use the gangs, politicians use the gangs, and the rich guys use the gangs. Because what they do, they're stealing. And another point, they steal over and over again. They have to get you to be scared. They have to be scared. And what they do, they use the gangs, go to the poor area, and put pressure on the people. They will not go out to vote. You see what I'm trying to say? And they always have the power. That's the problem we have.
But the thing about it is, you don't understand is, America puts that kind of government in everywhere. That's their neo-colonial policy. They place kleptocracies. It's rule of the worst. Wherever they go, they put the worst people in power to destroy, so that way they can exploit the country more. So yeah, it's America that's behind Jovenel Moïse right now, because the people try to get rid of him, but they don't want to. But since the U.S. back him, they won't get moved. They won't move him. Yeah, the U.S. supports him.
Because why they support him? Yeah. Because whatever they say, you just say yes, yes sir, yes sir. Go all the way down. Okay, that's how it is. Because anytime the United States government support a government in anywhere else, means that they're listening to them. And that's the government we have in Haiti now. Listen to everything they say. Okay? They are not working for the country. They are not working for the interests of people. They're just lying, bluffing, and stealing. That's the worst thing. Stealing all the resources of the country. In the meantime, people cannot go to the hospital. People cannot go to school. They have no work, nothing. And the people just dying. Let me see something. Last thing I'm going to say. How you understand? Haiti has the best history in the Caribbean. We're the first nation in the country to be independent, to fight our independence, okay? We have the largest population in the Caribbean. How you understand we're the poorest one?
But they keep us that way, purposefully,
That's what I'm saying.
Even off our resources.
I don't know how the Haitians do not understand.
Like that.
How the Haitians don't understand. I don't understand that.
Respect. You saw that? That's a real revolutionary right there. He's dropping knowledge. Love. That's the man right there. Yeah. Yo, you see what he's saying? He's dropping knowledge right now. He dropped knowledge. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. It hurts my heart. What's happening in Haiti? It makes me cry, man, because we don't deserve it. You know, man, people dying, and America, the elites of America want to go over there and keep exploiting those resources. And these are not the people that should be happening to, because we fought for independence, but because nobody else followed us, we've been isolated and left on our own. You know, no other black nation came to us to help us, and ever since our independence, they forced us to pay reparations for independence, which we shouldn't have. And it's sad, man. That's why I want to build this commission and go put a new government in Haiti accountable to the people. Peace.